Okay. This is MK, and I'm at Steamposium, which is the steampunk convention in Seattle. And we are with Reeve Carney, who is known as Dorian Gray in the Showtime series Penny Dreadful. And I had a chance to meet you about 6 years ago.
Yeah, before this started.
Yes, way before this was started. This was when you were on Broadway for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and you ended up with doing that for a couple more years after that?
Yeah, I did. I was there until I got this job. So this is the only thing that kind of could take me away from a job that fun was something that ended up being as incredible as Penny Dreadful.
Wonderful. Well, and I know the character was quite complex.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I guess most characters are probably pretty complex, but it was definitely fun to delve into all the different aspects of what make up Dorian Gray.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to kiss Josh Hartnett.
I did. I got to kiss a lot of people on that show. He was the resident addict, I guess. No, not quite an addict. But he was just very curious.
Wonderful, wonderful. And also, a little bit about, tell me a little bit more about I know that it was for 3 seasons. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to see it. But
oh, you got to watch on Netflix now.
Yes.
And Showtime.
He's just started this my fiance has just started watching this on Netflix.
Cool.
And he said, I really like this character, Dorian Gray. And I said, well, guess what? We're going to go meet him.
Oh, awesome.
It was amazing. It's like I said, I told you, my friend, my old friend that I haven't seen in so many years, Reeve, is going to be back in Seattle. And then later on that day he says, oh, there's this, I've been watching Penny Dreadful, and there's this character, Dorian Gray. And so I'm thinking, and so I said, well, that's who we're going to go see.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
I'm glad he was excited.
Absolutely. So, unfortunately, it only lasted for 3 seasons.
Yeah, it would have been, I mean, we had so much fun on that show that
Is this it was something that you would have wanted to continue with?
I would have been happy for it too, yeah. I mean, I think it ended in a way that made a lot of sense and felt complete, so I understand why that happened. But,
right.
But it certainly would be cool to, I mean, there's sort of like a never-ending storyline with a character like Dorian Gray. You can kind of just take it so many places. So.
Now, what was the difference between being on stage versus being in front of the camera?
Well, I think being in front of the camera, you have the opportunity to focus more on naturalism, and everything tends to be a lot smaller, especially dramatic film as opposed to certain types of comedy. But the stage tends to have to be more broad in order to tell the story. So I don't know. I find that I'm more. I don't know if I'd say I'm more naturally inclined to film and TV. In a way, that I think that might be true, but I also spent so much time playing music on stage that I am quite comfortable on the stage. So I do love being on stage. I'm working on something now, actually, in Edmonton, Alberta, a new show called Steamposium.
Oh, wow.
So that's a new musical that.
Is it Broadway bound?
I hope so. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're saying.
Wow.
Yeah. Certainly I think that would be the goal. So I can make it there.
And so so that was my answer to that one question. So you also had a band, Carney. Is that something you're still working on? Well,
I put out an album last year under just a solo album, just under my name, Reeve Carney, and it's. I'd love to collaborate more with the members of Carney and my brother in even any other formats, because my brother and I are talking about working with our sister in some other formation, some other group, but it's just hard to find the time because we're also traveling so much in different places. That's the main reason that we haven't been a functioning band for a while, but I'm hoping that comes back around in some form.
Wonderful. And then also so now you've had your chance to do a little bit of television and film. Is this something else that you would like to be doing?
Oh, is there? You mean would I like to be doing more?
More film or more TV?
Sure, yeah. If the right project came along, I think there is so much incredible writing for especially television at the moment, it seems to be, because I think people are really drawn to these storylines that are that linger for a more extended period of time. And, you know, as opposed to a 2-hour film, you have potentially 30 hours of something, or who knows. I mean, I guess, what do we have in Penny Dreadful? Probably about 30 hours.
Wow.
I think, and sometimes you have more than that. Orange is the New Black, I think, what is that, the 6th, 7th season or something crazy?
That's true, totally. Actually, speaking of that, I had just read and didn't realize that you played Riff Raff in the Rocky Horror thing last year. Wonderful.
That was so much fun.
We have our good friend Laverne Cox, who I've interviewed her. I've interviewed her many times.
She's from New York too.
Yes.
Basically, Mobile, I think originally, but
right.
She's very much a New Yorker.
Absolutely. What was that experience like?
It's probably the most fun I've ever had, because it was set up that way. It was set up to be just this larger-than-life, insane thing, and Kenny Ortega just really made it that way with the cast. It was very communal. It just felt like a community of people having fun together.
Totally. Now, aren't you glad that it wasn't live?
Oh yes, well, not only for the fact that some of that crazy dancing stuff I had to do, that would have been tough. But I think that particular film, I mean, obviously it works on stage, but I don't know, it would be hard to film that. I think that might be hard to translate a live stage version of that to film without doing it the way that the original film was made, even though the film wasn't the first. I know that there was the Rocky Horror Show first, but I don't know how you capture that. So I think it was a wise decision that they decided to film it the way they did.
Awesome. So, well, like I said, I can't wait to see what's going on with Hades. And,
thanks. Hades Town, yeah.
Yes.
And Patrick Page, actually, from who played the Green Goblin in Spider-Man, is Hades.
Oh, so my God! Cool. What a country! Yes.
And TV Carpio. I don't know. Do you remember TV? She played. She ended up playing Arachne ultimately in Spider-Man, and she is playing Eurydice in this. And it's totally unrelated. I mean, it was sort of us making suggestions when we knew that they were looking for someone.
Mm-hmm.
And but the three of us are doing another show together. This is pretty cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you. It was so good to see you.
You too. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
All right.